So I explained that there is some log files in these folders.
Projector.
I'll explain what's on it. Excuse me. Okay, keep coming back to the side. So we have some several ways to read up logs. For example, we have error codes for PP log. We have error code list pslr.xls. So we have the same thing with the troubleshooting folder that we can see that. And here's, I think we have it on DVD. We can check on the troubleshooting folder to find this error code list if you open it. So this number describes each symptom and describes error. So if you, I'm sorry, number error like this, number 8. So this has no error code, but this number 8 is error code. So if you check there, this you can see the same number 8. ID printer not attached. The printer not attached to the old board. So the same error comes up. So this you can check the error code. This is a code by, you can identify that this is error codes by the error code 8 for PPLG. Also, we have some error code lists for average printers. We have several average printers like average 3, 400, and 600. It's everything the same. So we also have the same list called average printer sense code list. In here. And this describes some symptom by numbers. So if you have a solution, I've written some solutions here. You can fill out if you have something additional. But you can check everything from this code. For example, if you have the printer sense code 23, this is actually the retransfer variable is running out. So the one you have to do is just in the retransfer ribbon and initialize the printer, it's all fixed. So you can understand everything from the code. So in this example, this log says there's printer sense code 43. Does this mean the current position the retransfer heat roller up and down? And this shows you the solution. This may be clean the sensor. Actually, the up and down sensor in the right side of the address is blocked by dust or some other materials. It's get the same error. So we need cleaning or just plug it by air spray. So we can get everything from this code. So if you try to check the log, like this, you have to mention two things in PP log. One is this error in the error covered with disbalances in the 9171. So this is also the error code, and also the printer sense code. These two codes you have to mention the first time. Also, the prism have the same code, a similar code like this.
刚刚的就是在讲这一段应该是比较容易懂了哈，就是他提供给我们一个 Excel 档，那这 Excel 档其实就是他把 PP log 就整个 production server 的 error log 有一个号码，然后它这个号码对照表对到那个表去，然后呢，另外一个是 printer 自己本身的错误代码有另外一张表，那现在它把这些表的都先整理起来，那将来 接下来的他就要教说，当发现这个错误号码、错误代码，然后对到那个错误的原因之后，要怎么处理？好，我们先知道发生什么事情，然后后面看才会继续讲怎么处理。这样你以后再看，至少你看到那个 production log 的时候，你不会那么陌生，你知道怎么样去解读它。哦，你说每一个号码一定有它的原因，然后你在读它的时候，你会知道说，这边其实就是 average 的打印机它的错误代码，然后这边这个括号其实是一个错误代码，它不是行号，对，那你在读这个档的时候，心里会比较有信心，
So do you have any questions about these logs? These logs and
Just sometimes we can also have a pop-up diagram with this string, error string, from remote management system.
okay, sure.
Yeah, sometimes.
So we can use for So anyway, you can check logs to find out what's going on. So maybe I can show you some example of our logs. Maybe we can get some EV logs. We can check it. Just give me time.
那有时候就是说，这个有一个好处，就是我们在回报问题的时候啊，有一种是你把整个 log 都 attach 上去，都附上去的。可是有一种是你读过 log， 你发现这一段的 log 呢比较异常一点，你觉得不太对，那你就可以比较明确的告诉那个 support 的人说，我发现这一段怪怪的，比较以前没有，那问题是不是在这儿？请他先看。那要不然如果他觉得说他要整个 log 看他可能会比较压力比较大一点，他会慢慢把问题先放在后面，先解决他手上的问题。可是你如果已经提示他重点了，他可能就会我针对你提示我的先看看是不是这样。如果是他就会回你说的确就是这个，那你把什么东西给换了，这样比较快。
So for example, I have displayed the EV log. This is for the average printer serial communication log that keeps every command. And we can see that this is a bit complex, but you can read by each log that has each command. Yeah. For example,
Because EV means average.
Everest.
EV log means ever rest log.
So the print, it's recorded from the start of the job and to the end. And if the error happens, it's displayed asterisk like this. This is some action taken by error. Like, for example, we have error code 252. This is some error code. This is also the error print to sense code 252. So that these rows describes what behavior is done by 252. For example, this is a good example. We can see this is B power cycle here. So this means that this 252 was caused by the power cycle, maybe low voltage or high voltage. So we can check from the serial communication logs. So if you have the problem, so you can send all logs to our engineer. We check this, so we can give you an answer by analyzing this. So but this is for mostly the corner case. So frequent happen case only can be solved by the error codes on the list.
Sometimes when there's some sometimes the pure support team will ask us to provide this log.
Yes.
Inversely,
Yes.
we don't have to provide it actively. We might not think about this. Yeah.
Actually, yes. But this is all included in the specific order that I explained in the.
Excuse me,
Yes, sure.
can I ask the question regarding the log you just showed us?
Oh, sure.
The B power cycle.
Yes.
So what's that mean? Does it mean that the error recovered by recycle the power recycle?
Yes.
So it could be the power reset by the user or the auto reset.
No, usually by the voltage change in the circumstance. I mean, maybe by the environment, sometimes the voltage got something lower, like a brownout, or maybe sometimes get spiky high.
So the error 252 means that that's only.
That's one cause. That's just one cause for the 252. 252 have several causes, but in this case, this is done by the power cycle line. So this is a trouble how we inputting voltage problem.
Okay.
So this is just one case. So sometimes this may be zero, and sometimes it's fair to separate it. The same error comes up, but the cause is different. But this is like just for the corner case. I have seen this only one time.
All right.
I think most of them just want to know what the timing that we will examine this law.
Okay, so
because I'm not ready.
Because not open.
So it should be the time that when you can solve the problem. So you have to send all log you have. So you can leave it to our engineering team and we will have.
我成日見到好多 recorder 後尾啲嘢。
So I usually have this kind of dictionary to check the voltage when you install the product. So if the voltage is too low, the thermal printer doesn't work well. But also it's so high, it also doesn't work well. So I check what's this. So you can check what's this.
Check which part to check.
不過其實香港都揾到嘅呢個
Oh, input voltage.
Yes.
I think
So so you can check the voltage here like this. This is also the count AC.
sometimes you verify the voltage is in spec.
So you can put it here. It's
How much?
114, 114. You can see this.
No. Yeah.
So if the voltage is stable, that's okay. But if it is too low, you have to ask customer to improve the environment or maybe add some UPS.
From
This also helps you from the trouble. Actually, the 10% of our trouble is due to the power problem, power environment problem
10%.
in Japan. So we introduce UPS instead sometimes because something is not stable.
Yeah, what the symptoms? All the symptoms. I mean, if they don't know, if they don't think about it, then see this law. What's the symptom about the printer when the voltage is not stable?
The debug cycle one. This. You can check this. This is a concept.
Oh, then we know the power
This
might
is
be
usually
unstable.
Or otherwise, for average, we have printer sense code 419. This is mostly due to the voltage problem.
Printer.
419 is not error. It's just a status that describing the disks in the printer before transferring. But it's stopped. This means that some problems happen here, or if you check the log, it's usually at the power cycle. So we can check everything from the log.
Oh, and what kind of symptom will direct you to check this? And when the end user will report, or the
Yes.
printer, something happens to printer, or something happens to prison. What
Maybe
kind of symptom?
Especially the error code have switches like 252 or 171. These errors are what we call the unknown errors. So these errors we need log files. Other than that, we can specify the problem from the code.
From the error code.
Error code.
Right.
It's okay. It's difficult to explain.
Very difficult to explain because
So you
when
can
when they get when they want to check logs, will be first. They will come
Okay.
from users. User will tell them something happened, but what kind of things will push them to check this?
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can check the codes number, codes. For
Error
example,
code
is
number?
errors. If you have errors, we have some several undefined code like
No,
these
This-
170 to 2255.
this time the system will hand there
If something poses, but something hangs up.
will do something wrong.
It's at something.
So this is very common case.
Yes,
Easy.
sometimes, but we have some for why we have some reason for why and 245. Mostly it's about foundry and sometimes the power supply is broken.
This
This is
for
clear.
whole series, average 400 and 600 all using this
Yes.
table. Okay. 这个表是那个 average 400跟600都有，都可以适用。它还有将来那个 producer，uncle 也会用这个表，对。所以这个 printer 现在只要是全彩系列的，通常会用这个表来查。对。那刚刚就讲的是说，有一些 error code 它比较不常见，然后你又不容易找，然后但是系统可能就有问题了，落在这边的，那你就会回去查 average log， 因为通常我们会先看这个 log， 会先看表面的 pp log， 或者看这个是 average return error code， 你这边嘛，但是你就会回去看 average log， 但是看到那个他刚刚讲那个 B power cycle 的时候，你可以推论大概它的 power source 是不稳定的。那通常为什么它的那个电源会不稳定？就是因为它用 UPS， 它不是用正常的那个供电，办公室啊或者是医院里面的供电，它可能从 UPS 系统、不断电系统那边供电过来。然后他们日本大概有10% 这样子的问题。
I think for my case in Japan, I think 40 to 50% of symptoms due to the power cycle. The inputting power is not, power quality is not good. Maybe sometimes the brownout or something get too high. So in this case, we usually use UPS or log the voltage for each 10 minutes, and we can check if it's too high. The UPS gives you a log that the voltage exceeds the limits and we get the lower the limit. We can check it. So we can explain that.
In our system, when the voltage is
Yes.
on peak, then our system will show it.
So
But for temporary, just pop up this error code.
yes.
And
Yes.
Anything else happen?
No, just popping up error code and forces.
Just okay.
So sometimes I usually run the customer our UPS and check the voltage. I try to help them understand that their environment is not so good. So we ask them for improvements sometimes. We ask them to buy UPS or sometimes we ask them to review their environment. That's what we can.
Even in Taiwan and China and Korea, when we got this 171,
On counters,
average takes out.
every some counters, especially. We saw
Catalyst.
it.
Yeah, but the system will stop.
Yes.
The picker will hand there, just do
Yes.
nothing. Yeah. Those sort of
I
might
think
be the
the
cause of
I think the
problem.
US engineering taking care of this. We have once in a while is a problem that they're all recognize the printer is not responding though there's some USB communication going. That serial communication lost. This is one problem. This happens if you disconnect everything. This will also happen that if the printer gets stuck, this will also happen the older unit. But it was improved, but we still have the same problem in captures and every 600.
So the only solution is to power cycle, to power
No,
to turn
no,
on,
no,
turn out.
I think this is, yes, the current solution is and turn off the PC and turn off the system and put the power on. But the latest format does much better. And if you have some trouble, upload the format to the latest. This will also solve the problem.
Oh.
But it's mixed, but it still happens.
Still.
If you turn on the system for about 1 or 2 more and do nothing, it's just
Nothing.
But the case is much real. I mean, much more scarce.
Okay.
So updating format is one idea, I think. And I also ask customers to restart the system each 1 week because Windows 7, Windows XP always gets stuck if it is always on.
You restart.
You restart.
Manually.
By maybe we can schedule it. Maybe it should be it's better to restart the system each 1 week. Let's be better. Let's make everything sound.
那刚刚在讨论有一个比较，就是跟他刚刚提的那个 big power cycle 有一点有相关的问题，就是我们的